Hello, imaginary people. Welcome to my first video. So today I'm going to be ranking the demons I've completed in Geometry Dash because I feel like it. I don't know, I've wanted to do this for a while. I've completed 27 demons in total, so I'm not like an extreme demon slayer or anything like that. I'm not super good at the game, so this isn't going to be a very long list. I don't really hate any of these levels, like I like them all, but some are certainly better than others. Let's get started. So at number 27, I have Megasolo by Supris. I'm sorry if I'm butchering any of these names, by the way. I did this as my first 2.1 demon. It was kind of a random find. I think I saw it on like one of EVW's like easy demon videos. I think there's really nothing special about it. Like it's pretty basic and I just found it really boring. I don't like the decor. The gameplay's like okay, it's kind of fun, but not really. I also don't like the song. But I think it's nice for like a quick casual completion if you've already completed like hard demons and things like that. Alright, so at 26 I have TOE3 by Manic648. It's a very inconsistent level and the gameplay is like really annoying. The decoration's okay, it definitely didn't make up for the flaws in gameplay though. I struggled with it so much. It took me almost 9,000 attempts. This is like the first level where I really wanted to like quit the game. Like it was really a big demotivator, but it's still above Megasolo because it's like, I don't know, it's just kind of a little bit better. But yeah, let's move on. So at number 25, I have Clubstep. This was my first ever demon, and this one also took me like a really long time. It took me almost 9,000 attempts, and I died at 97 twice, so that was an experience. 68 to 100, the ship part, it's an absolute nightmare, I'm sorry. Especially because I was on mobile at the time, I think that kind of contributed to it. I'm definitely not into the 1.6 decorations, it's very like messy. I think it's pretty bland, with no speed changes and with no wave. It's a pretty fun level if you've already completed a few demons, if you did like something easier beforehand, but it's definitely hell if you do it as a first demon, so I would not recommend that. At number 24, I have Freedom by mrpps. It's kind of a messy level. I didn't vibe with the decor, gameplay, or song. This was kind of like a filler completion for me. I wanted to finish it before I did like my first medium demon. I just feel like nothing comes together in this level. Like the decoration doesn't feel similar at all, and it's also pretty unbalanced. The coins are also free, which kind of takes away from the level. I like when coins are free in easier levels, but in demons it's just kind of like cheap. It just kind of doesn't work for me. It's not a terrible level, but it just doesn't work. At number 23, I have Fractured Circles by Artimiel, which is my second 9 Circles level, and I just think it's kind of forgettable. It has forgettable gameplay. This was also kind of a filler. It took me like less than an hour to complete in normal mode. I don't really love the 1.9 decor in the beginning, and the ending spikes. Oh, I want to talk about the ending spikes. They're really like, I hate when people put in like filler things just to make levels long, you know what I mean? But I would say the reason this is above the others is because the wave gameplay is pretty fun in the middle. It's definitely a redeeming quality. At number 22, I have Horizon by mylon. Oh boy, this is a hot take. I don't really like this level, I'm sorry. The gameplay's boring. The decor looks good, but I feel like, again, with Freedom, like it has no real theme. I do like the boss fight though. It looks a little messy, but I like the concept of like a butterfly fighting you. That was kind of fun. It is a little unbalanced, especially for a beginner like I was at the time. I was trying to get better at the robot, which is really the reason I beat this. At number 21, I have Speed Racer by zenthicalpha. I like this one. Decor is subpar. It's pretty good for 1.9 though, I would say. This was another filler completion. I kind of think it's a little bit forgettable, but there are parts that are iconic. So that's good, like the ball parts with the speed changes. I think this is a good first demon. Like there's not too much in there that would really like stump a beginner, I guess I would say. At number 20, I have Problematic by dhafin. This was my first 9 Circles level. I honestly struggled a lot with it. Like, I'm not very good at wave, especially on mobile. Beginning is way harder compared to the rest. I hated the beginning. I think it should be a medium demon, honestly. Like, that beginning is, like, hard demon level. Like, you gotta be so accurate with that. It is, like, kind of fun once you get the hang of it, but definitely starting out is hell. I would say it's pretty iconic, though, so that's a redeeming factor. At number 19, I have Hate by Zats. This was an easy demon completion after I'd completed a couple hard demons. There's way too much glow on this level, like, oh my god, my eyes. It's a bit unbalanced, I would say, like the wave is a lot harder than the rest of it. I do think the wave is cool though, and the decoration in general is pretty cool. I like the little like octopuses in the background. Octopi, I don't know. The circle part at like 70. It's creative and fun. It's pretty fun overall, but the glow kind of ruins it for me, which is why it's ranked so low. At number 18, I have Effectory by Maxiland. This was another easy demon completion after I completed harder levels. I'd say it's a pretty average level, like it's not good or bad. Rainbow decor is pretty cool. I like rainbow. It's a bit glowy though, it hurt my eyes a little bit. The boss fight is fun. I like that the skull is like chasing you, I think that's creative. There's some filler gameplay, especially in the beginning, where it like goes through all those mini portals. I'm just like, it's kind of not creative and it's a little filler. At number 17, I have Death Moon by Caustic. This is another hot take. A lot of people love this level. I kind of think it's average. This was my first XL demon, so it was definitely a test for the nerves. I don't love the whole red theme. Like, I never really liked that. I never thought like Bloodbath looked good or Bloodlust or anything like that. Some of the gameplay is boring and it's a little unbalanced. I will say that one gray ball part, like, where you just, like, go into a corridor, it looks really out of place. Like, the rest of the level's red and that one part is gray. Like, why? At number 16, I have Ballin by Shocksidian. This is a really short level that only uses ball. It's like 30 seconds. It is a medium demon. And this was the latest demon I completed in March. Yeah, I have not been playing GD much lately. I'd say it's pretty creative for being restricted to one game mode. Like, it was fun. The decor is a little too 1.9-esque for me to fully enjoy. I don't love it, but it does look good, I would say. The corridors and duels did keep the gameplay fun. And I ranked this high due to creativity within the boundaries, but I wouldn't, like, go back and rebeat this or anything. It's not my favorite. At number 15, I have Meow by Blow My Poo. Love that name. This is a Bee remake. I love the cutesy aesthetic of this. I really like the pastel colors. The gameplay is pretty readable and it's pretty fun. Some of the backgrounds are a bit wild though, and they're a little bit harsh, and it's like hard to see what you're doing with all these like backgrounds that are just in your face. It's not a great new hardest for that reason, because you just can't really see anything. This could have ranked higher if the decoration was done better, but it wasn't. I do like that this level took the aesthetics of Bee without like being a complete copy. Basically, it's just like a cat version of Bee, but it's not exactly the same, and I like that about it. Number 14, I have Xaforce by Osiris GD. This was a Hexagon Force remake, as you can see from the name. I completed this for fun. This was my first demon with the mouse, actually, because I used to use spacebar. I like the decor. It's not too glowy. It has, like, this really nice, like, nighttime aesthetic. It's really, like, a good 2.1 version of Hexagon Force, I would say. I love the duels. They're really creative and fun, especially the remake of the 60% ball duel in Hexagon Force, where one of them switches into a spider. I really like that. I think it looks cool. There aren't really any annoying parts to speak of in this level, and it has great theming overall. I really like it. It's a good starter medium demon, so if you wanted to do this as your first medium, that would be good. I would recommend that. At number 13, I have Jawbreaker by Zenthicalpha. This is my favorite 9 Circles level so far. I really like how it looks. The decoration's definitely better than the others, and I love the deep blue color. It's better than Problematic's, like, puke green. The build-up is the most fun out of all the 9 Circles levels I've played, and it looks pretty nice, especially the ship. The song kind of slaps too, that adds to it for sure. And the ending, it definitely adds an extra challenge, and it's not super annoying. I only died there once. I had a bad experience because of lag, because my computer started having really bad lag issues, but this level is pretty good in hindsight, like after I got over that. But it is still a good starter hard demon, I would say, especially if you're good at wave, which I'm not, which is why I didn't do it first. At number 12, I have Theory of Everything 2. This is an iconic level with really fun gameplay. The ship part at 80, I know a lot of people complain about it, but I think it's pretty fun, and I think it is really good at getting you better at the ship, especially if you're mobile, which I was at the time. The decor is pretty cool, and I love the memorization ball. It's just burned into my brain at this point because I see it so much and I've played it so many times. This level did take me a while. It took me 6,000 attempts. This was my second demon after Clubstep. This level does flow together really well, and the decor is pretty good for 1.9. At number 11, I have X by Triaxis. This is good level overall. It's really aesthetically pleasing. I would say I really like the decoration, the gameplay, and the song. The dual ball and the ending wave are especially fun. There aren't any annoying parts in this level. I didn't die to the very end, which I know some people do. I think this is a pretty good first demon. At number 10, I have Insanity by Sir Punch. It's XL, it's 3 minutes long, it's a very big test of the nerves. I have a love-hate relationship with this level because I struggled a lot with it, but the gameplay is really fun. The music sync is really good. It's a great transitional demon. If you're thinking about beating a first hard demon, I would do this one first, especially if you struggle with like wave and portal changes and things like that. This was the last level I beat on spacebar before I switched to a mouse. At number 9, I have Deathstep 3, I cannot pronounce that, by Rehanz. The decoration in this level is just unparalleled, it's so good. The Halloween theming is amazing, especially with the song. The song is very, like, Halloween vibes. This is my favorite casual easy demon completion. I completed this right after TOE 3, which was a really nice refresher. The elevator and then the slowdown is pretty cool. And I also love the decor change, like when the song goes up a key. I think that fits the atmosphere really nicely. It's a good transitional demon if you're thinking of completing your first medium demon soon. At number 8, I have Deadlocked. This is my personal favorite Rob Top level. I love the wave gameplay, even the spam duel. I know that's kind of an unpopular opinion, but I really like it. It's fun. The decoration is iconic, and it's aesthetically pleasing. I love the rainbow. Some say that it's a medium demon. I would disagree with that. I think it's still an easy demon, but I would not recommend doing it as a first demon. It's pretty tough for beginners. The last thing I want to say is that the I like this part is fire. Literally fire. At number 7, I have Decode by Wreckage. This was my third demon. Maybe not the best choice for a third demon, but I really wanted to do it. It took me over 8,000 attempts, and I died a lot to the end. It was definitely a struggle. Honestly, in my opinion, this is the best 1.9 demon. The decor is amazing for 1.9. We have lots of different colors and themes, but it definitely still comes together as a level. It doesn't feel like just a bunch of different parts stitched together. The song slaps. Waterflame is amazing. We all know that. There's a great variety of game modes and speed, which I really like. Again, there are no annoying parts, and there are no like 1.9 fakes like all those 9 circles levels have. I hate that so much. I think a lot of people hate that. They have not aged well, and this level has aged amazingly. At number 6, I have CSQN by Blue Skies. I beat this in low detail, so I think this would be even better if I had completed it in full detail with all the like little background effects. This was the first demon I completed on my computer, which is a MacBook. I use a MacBook, yes, I know. I think this has great theming. It's very simplistic and modern, which I like. It's a good first demon if you want to beat something other than the Nightmare, which I'm sorry, but that level's terrible. And it's also great if you want to improve at ship. It is a little unbalanced. The ship is harder than the rest, so I would say that's the only bad thing about this level. The decoration and fun gameplay definitely takes this to number 6, and I really like it. Now we're getting into the good stuff. At number 5, I have Future Funk by jonathangd. This level is so iconic. I love the song and I love the decoration. This is my current hardest, at least in my opinion, it's my current hardest, which I beat over a year ago actually. I was able to play this in full detail, which is nice. I think Jonathan has great style overall, so I'm glad I was able to play one of his levels before getting demotivated. The rainbow duel is especially fun and it also looks amazing. And also the ending. I really like the ending. I did kind of fluke this. My worst fail was 91. I know that's not much of a fluke, but the ending is pretty tough and I got through it in one go pretty much. It still took a lot of hours though. It took like 13 hours in normal mode. At number 4, we have Save As by Pock. This is honestly the most meaningful emotional level I've played. I know it's a bit controversial because people are like, oh, but the gameplay's bad, so like, is it really that good just because it has meaning? I do think it's that good. I don't think the gameplay is that bad. I think it's only bad if you're playing like on higher hertz. I play on 60 hertz, but it is very crashable. I crashed a lot in practice mode. I would get kicked out of the level, and my computer fan like went absolutely crazy. Like if you listen to this recording, it's pretty bad. The song is also amazing. Like this song just fits it so well, and I know that this song was custom made for this level, and I will say Triple Barrel did an amazing job with that. I don't really want levels like this to become a trend, but I think Save As deserves the recognition it got. It's not overrated at all in my opinion. At number 3, we have Dance Massacre by Hinds. Ooh, I love this level so much. This was my first hard demon. This was a really big milestone. It took me over 13,000 attempts. I know that's not a lot for like really experienced players, but for me, that's the most attempts I've ever taken to complete a level. And it took me over 12 hours in normal mode, many more hours in practice. It's a great first hard demon for your overall skill set. I never raged at this level, despite the struggle. Like I always enjoyed playing it. I did say earlier that I don't like red themes, but I do think it looks nice in this level, and the colors are like varied enough that it looks cool. The UFO and robot are quite unconventional, which I also like. It was really fun to play those. The ending cube is very nerve-wracking, but it's also really fun. And I also love the big slope/orb part in the middle. That's all I have to say about it. Great first hard demon. I strongly recommend. At number 2, we have Nantendo by Fernando. This is one of the best themed levels of all time, in my opinion. This was the first XXL level I did. It's 5 minutes long. It's great for nerve control, if you've already completed a couple medium demons. It's an object-heavy level, but it's playable with low detail mode, and it still looks fine. It doesn't look too ugly. This level is themed to, like, old Nintendo games. They're all, like, different. They all look really different, but the transitions between them are good. This level definitely flows together really well, and I learned a lot about Nintendo games. There were a lot that I didn't know about because I wasn't a gamer during that era. The gameplay is varied and it's never boring. When there are gameplay slowdowns, the decor more than makes up for it. I just love looking at this level. It's very aesthetically pleasing. This is also a pretty well-balanced level. I couldn't pick out one part that's harder than the rest. And there are occasional bugs, but they're pretty minor. I would say for this level, make sure you can play uninterrupted, especially if this is your first XXL, because my dad walked in when I was at 90% on this, and I died, and that was horrible. Alright, now for my number 1 favorite level in the game is B by Motley Orc. This is honestly, in my opinion, the closest you can get to a perfect level. The gameplay and the decor are both top tier. I love it. I love how cute it is. Like, the bees are so cute with their, like, little stone faces. Oh my god, I love it. It's right up my alley, honestly. I love cute things. I didn't rage at all at this level, even after I died at 97. It was a little frustrating, but I was like, oh cool, I get to play more of this perfect level, great. The low detail mode hardly makes a difference in the aesthetics. I played this in all DM because I thought my computer was gonna lag, which it did, but it wasn't too bad. My favorite part is definitely the 4x ball. I think that's an unpopular opinion, but I don't know, it just looks so good, and especially the part where you're like, you hit the dash orb at the end and just go through. The music sync is of course amazing too. I like the song, it's kind of fun. It's a great starter medium demon. This is my first medium demon. And the ending screen with the big stone face bead, that was just the cherry on top. Oh, I love it so much. I love this level. That's all I have to say. Alright, so that was my ranking. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you got something out of it. I will see you guys next time.